Hey guys, it's Jojo here with another war recap, this time against the Bengga boys. They were a go wipe team, and so they were able to two-star most of our bases. And then on our side, we were able to two-star and three-star most of their bases as well. I think what it came down to was really that we used every single one of our attacks. So that is cool, and they didn't, so we'll take that win. I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different. It seemed that in this war, the air raid's working. So we're gonna start here with Master of the Deep on 2, and he's actually going to be doing a Pentalaloon attack. But what I wanted to show you guys was that what made this the perfect base for a Pentalaloon is that one, it's symmetrical, so you know the balloon pathing is quite predictable. Another thing is that if you look at the air defenses, they actually don't overlap. So when the lava hounds would be hitting or are tanking on this air defense or this one, the back air defenses would not be hitting your lava hounds. So let's see what Deep does. If you look at his timer, I mean, it just goes to show you how quickly it happened. We have an enemy archer queen that is right out. Very easy to get to. So he just uses his queen to take her out. This is a cleanup attack, so then we knew that there was lava hounds inside the CC, so he never really wants his so we never did see the lava hound come out on this attack because they don't target air troops. So he drops all his lava hounds on the two lower air defenses, and then just rages his loons. Even though they're going against the air sweeper, they just rip through the base. I mean, they attack from the moment he set down his archer queen, lasts a minute and 30 seconds. I mean, it just happened that quickly. All his lava hounds, nope, one of his lava hounds did not burst, but he has a lot of pups. They're spread all over the base, and it is cleanup time. It just happened that fast. And then for another Walloon attack, since it worked well for Deep, we actually have Big Daddy on number 3. And here we see that let's go back out. I wanted to show that on this side you have an overlap of the air defenses. So when he sends his lava hound, he actually comes in from the top. So when the lava hounds are on this air defense will actually be hitting them as well. But so what he does to compensate for that is that he sends 3 lava hounds on this first air defense and 2 on this side, and they just rip through the base as well. We have an enemy archer queen that's quite accessible. So, and we also have a lava hound inside inside their CC. So he just shows them how to take it out. His attack is quite fast as well. About 2 minutes. Yep, there's where he lets out his king. His king will take out the archer queen with a Laloon attack. I mean, the biggest threat would be for, again, with the Archer Queen and with the CC, but with them having their Archer Queen so accessible, and then the CC having Lava Hounds there, it's just, it doesn't even hurt our hurt the loons. And there he goes with his rages, and he had brought haste as well. His loons are just coming in slowly, but he rages them up and then they just zip right through the base. And right there, the last air defense is down. He has one more Lava Hound that will pop right at the end. I mean, it was perfect. So, I mean, what we want are those Lava Hounds to pop so that you can have pups for cleanup. He has a cannon and the archer tower left, and then it's over. With that many balloons coming, it'll be one drop and it's done. Good job, BD. What we have next is an attack by Banuka on their number 19. And what he comes with is a 105 Dragloon, which is 10 dragons and 5 loons in his CC. So what we typically do when we're breaking down a base or planning a base using dragons is that we try to figure out the funnel from behind the air sweeper. Let's just, if you can, it makes it easier for the dragons and the balloons not to have to fight against the sweeper. We have seen that they can do it under rage perfectly fine, but when we're using the light quake method, it does help if you can come from behind the air sweeper. And we typically choose to light quake the air defense that is furthest away from, since your dragons are coming from behind the air sweeper, taking this one out means that it will not be hitting your dragons as they have to travel all the way across the base. So let's see what Banu does. So here he is. He's going to light quake the air defense furthest away from the air sweeper, and then he will funnel his dragons in from behind the air sweeper. He wants to be sure that his dragons head into the core, so he's gonna wait until those army camps are out and heading. So when his dragons are heading inward, then they're just gonna go straight towards the air defenses. When the dragon in the clan castle come out, that is when he lets out his loons. He drops the rage right between the two air defenses for the balloons to just zip right in, take out the air defenses, take out the archer tower, and since his dragons were tanking well for them, they were able to take out a couple more defensive structures too. So at this point he has 7 dragons, well now 6 dragons, and he basically only has 1 archer tower and 1 Tesla that could hurt his dragons. So we'll just speed this up a little bit. He does drop his king on the top because for some reason we had the luck to get the 99% with one silly builder hut in the corner. Yep, there it goes. That's for the 3 stars. Good job, Banu. So the last attack will actually come from Trey. Chaos Gamer T on there, number 23. And as you can see, this base takes up the entire map, but that does not mean that it cannot be taken down by a dragon attack. So Trey knew that he wanted to attack the space using the 105 Dragloon, and so we just have to break down the base. And the way that he knows he wants to enter is coming from behind the air sweeper. So he will light quake the air defense that is furthest away from the light from the air sweeper. And with the dragons going from building to building, you need to create a good funnel if you want to take down the space with dragons. So with having these two air defenses in that, if you form a line from these two air defenses, he basically wants to come in with his dragons parallel to that line, which means that he wants to come in from this quadrant here. So what he will need to do is break the funnel, break the path that the dragons would take by knocking out these buildings here and here, so that the dragons can stay within this quadrant and be able to head straight into the core. So let's see how Trey does it. So he drops his light quake on the AD first, and then he uses his king to create the funnel on top. So when that barracks goes down, he knows the next dragon will not head up, but actually in towards the other buildings. He's able to, at this point, he's broken the two ends, and so then he can drop the rest of his dragons because he knows they're just going to head right in towards the core. Since the enemy dragon has come out and has targeted his dragons, he knows that it's safe for him to let out his loons into the base. He drops the rage perfectly between the two air defenses. That way the dragons are benefiting from that rage. The loons just zip right in, take out that second air defense, and are still able to take out a couple more defensive buildings. Having so many defenses right within the core, it works perfectly for his loons to do a lot of work. And at this point he has 6 dragons and only 2 archer towers that can hurt his dragons. So we're just going to speed it up just a little bit. Having a base that fills the entire map, it does take a little more time for the dragons to clean up, but since most of the defensive buildings were in the core and have been taken out already, we are pretty confident that at this point, having a dragon with so much health, we knew it was going to be a 3. So that's it, guys. Hopefully that you guys had fun in this war and learned something new. We have found war again, so I hope that we can come up with some really good attacks for this war so that we can have a fun war recap in a couple days. Take care. Bye.